Hi friends, it's Nancy. I know I've been missing in action. I actually did record 2 videos last week, but I didn't upload them because they were very boring, low energy. I shared nothing. it was not a Nancy video. So, had a bit of a setback after my surgery. And actually, I ended up back at the hospital last night, and because I've got this huge lump under one of my 4 incisions. The other 3, beautiful. You'd never know I had surgery. They're all healed up. Very good. This one is a mess and it has a huge lump. So I thought, oh my God. So I went to the hospital yesterday afternoon, and actually I wasn't there very long. They got me in, did blood work, did a ultrasound, did a consult with the gynae on call, and so what the lump is, I had to Google this, is a seroma. So they didn't choose to drain it or anything. They apparently it will resolve itself. So it's tender. And if I do too much, it gets extra tender. So yeah, so bit of a setback. But anyway, feeling good. It's December 1st. So I'm really excited to be seeing people's December dailies. I don't do a December daily. I will show you what I have been working on though. I've got these 3 turn of the century books that I've been working on. I've got the signatures. I've got to do some sewing because I've got some vintage lace on some of the pages. So I've got to do some machine stitching to stitch my lace down. And then I want to add some pages, like it's mostly writing pages, but I want to add some pages from the actual text block. So I'll keep talking while I do that. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, and disappointing. And I was actually thinking I would go back to work this week, but I'm still, I don't know, I feel kind of wimpy, but I'm still spending a lot of time just laying down. Oh, this one's got some, I like it when books have notes. But I've been getting some stuff done around the house, with lots of breaks. Got new drapes for the living room on the weekend. My son came over and, well, first of all, he drove me around while I was shopping for them. He's very patient with me that way. Simple wants, simple life. Oh, I like this one too, Simple Pleasures. Simple wants, simple duty, plain speech. Let's see what else we've got. Simple Beauty. Let's get a Simple Beauty. And last week I bought new dining room furniture. It's being delivered Thursday. So I gotta get ready for that. One, two, three, four, five. We'll get one out of Our Complicated Life. There's that one. These pages I'll probably take apart and glue together to make bases for something because they're a nice size and they're good color. Oh, that's the wrong book. That one. Okay, which one's this? This is this one. Oh, and this one, look at that, it's stapled together. Well, that might take some doing. What was I going to tell you about? I felt like I had a story. I do have a story. So this is going to surprise you, I think. I have not, I guess I should say actively, celebrated Christmas for about 12 years. And it's not that I'm a Scrooge and I don't want anybody to celebrate Christmas. I think that's terrific. But the decision was made. My kids were teenagers. Yeah, maybe 16 and 19 or something like that when the decision came about. But at the time I was in university doing my undergrad, and I simply didn't have time. I did a 4-year degree in 3, and I just didn't have time to do all the nonsense. So I said to the kids, I'm not doing it. If you want to put up a tree, if you want to do shopping, if you want to do wrapping, if you want to do all that stuff, go for it. But I'm not. Yeah. And they were perfectly okay with it. Now, as I remember, I still did stockings for them, and I still cooked a dinner, but that was it. but every year trimmed back even more. So right up to this past year, I don't, it's not that I don't enjoy Christmas. It's just that it's not, well, the truth of the matter is when I was in university, working on my undergrad in social work, I was doing a placement, at a poverty law clinic. So, and at a food bank. And there is nothing like being face to face with poverty that will put a damper on your yeah. There's nothing like Christmas that will it's very hurtful for children. It really demonstrates inequality, the haves and the have-nots, the stress of families who really couldn't give the same kind of Christmas as maybe their neighbors could to their children. It was very sad. People would choose to go to choose not to pay their rent so that they could afford to spend money. And then in January and February, we'd be seeing them to try to prevent an eviction. It's awful. It's just awful. And it's a different way of thinking altogether. I mean, we all have overdone and, got the sticker shock in January when the credit card comes in or whatever. But, I mean, we're talking about very, very basic needs not being met. The other problem is disability checks and welfare checks go out early in December. So the money is gone really quickly, and then January ends up being 6 weeks long. And trying to meet the needs of your family when the money's just not there. Yeah. So this year, especially with COVID, I'm sure it's going to be even worse, but anyway. But I don't begrudge anybody else celebrating Christmas. It's just me that I have a hard time coping. And I feel guilty and ashamed. Yeah, very painful. Very painful. So that's basically, I've got more reasons, but that's basically the reason why I stopped. It just didn't seem right. Didn't seem fair. My sense of justice was, yeah. But, I still would go to my sister's on Boxing Day for dinner. And, I still enjoy, seeing the lights and You know, going out for a drive at night to see the different displays that people have put up outside. Yeah. So this year, and I always told the kids, there will come a time when I'm ready to do Christmas again. Probably when I have grandchildren. You know, that whole magical childhood thing, that would probably improve my outlook. My really crappy outlook. But I don't have grandchildren. I don't know if I ever will have grandchildren, but this year, 2020, has been really awful. So I've been rethinking about the Christmas season, and I've decided that it's time to celebrate the season again in a different way. So I have elected, I'm just going to measure this. To do a very simplified Christmas celebration spread over the entire month. So I wrote a list of different activities that we would partake in. Today is the 1st of December, so my activity today was to get out the Christmas dishes. I told my son about it last night, and he says, "You still have them?" I still have these things. I just haven't had them out. So this morning when I brought Doug his morning coffee, it was in his special Christmas mug. And I've got like the whole dinner set, so that will be coming out at some point today. I've got to wash the dishes because they've been away for a decade or more. But that's what I used to do when the kids were little too. December 1st meant Christmas dishes come out. I also put up a few decorations. So I had some pine cones. So I put those in some little pieces of pottery that I have out on the shelf in the dining room. So a few pine cones. I have a little garland up on the bookcase in the living room. I'll probably get out towels, you know, Christmas towels for the tea towels and hand towels in the bathroom. And I'll get some candles out. But other than that, that's going to be it. I'm not doing a tree. It's not necessary because I'm still not doing gifts. So anyway, I thought you'd think that was either weird or interesting, one or the other. I still haven't got my pathology report back, so I don't know about this thing that I had growing in my abdomen the last 2 weeks ago. It'll be tomorrow is 2 weeks since my surgery. So I got a couple of things here that I got to use to make a tag like this. I've got this illustration. Maybe I'm looking for a blank page. Oh, there's a blank page. That's good. Glue stick. So, to say the kids are surprised is an understatement. Actually, my youngest said, "Can I have a list of these activities?" And I said, "Why? What do you need a list for?" He said, "Well, so I can decide if I want to participate or not." I said, "You'll make that decision when you're invited. And then you can decide, do you want to participate or not?" And I think that also sort of feeds into, part of my grinchiness was the feeling that you had to do some things that you didn't want to do. And I heard this a lot, people who would literally medicate themselves so that they could deal with their families, and it might be tranquilizers like prescription medications, or it might be drugs and alcohol, because maybe their family of origin, not particularly a healthy bunch, and the relationship's very strained, and I realized in a way that I sometimes do stuff I don't want to do too, because I have a sense of obligation. So I quit. Just quit. So I can very well tell my clients, you know what? If it hurts, don't do it. Like, what is the payoff of ruining your day, ruining your kid's day, just to perpetuate unhappy memories? And but still, I was going to things that I really didn't want to. I'm okay with that now. If I don't want to do something, I just don't do it. I don't have any particular feeling about it. I think that comes with age. Don't you think? You get to a certain age, it's like, nah, I'm too old for this. So I've given up, a lot of things that I did enjoy. My current, at the time she wasn't my sister-in-law, but she is my sister-in-law now. Her mother and I used to go to midnight mass together on Christmas Eve. And that was always nice. We used to work together, so our patients who wanted to go to midnight mass, well, we'd take them. That was always very nice. Okay, I will put you here. Now this is the signature. I'm going to keep that and maybe do something on the front, the inside cover. I won't put these together right now because I got to take these all apart just so the lace anyway. That's fine. Oh, this has got a... I'll put that there. I'm just seeing if I don't think there was any... I think that was the only picture. The rest are just inscriptions. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. I just wanted... I have been getting a few messages asking, how are you doing, Nance? We haven't heard from you. And I really appreciate the care and concern. So I thought, oh, get it together, girl. I will probably sew these signatures in this afternoon and do some decorating maybe tomorrow. But I do have to get the dishes out. And I have no idea where my Christmas towels are. I have to look for those and wash. All right. Well, you take care, folks. I hope you're enjoying the 1st of December in whatever way gives you comfort and coziness and warmth. And I will talk to you later.